that freeze.
I ain't gonna freeze up. All right, you wanna come over here and take a look? I got dry ice, and I mix it with methanol, which is like race car fluid or fuel. So yeah, that's what we use instead of using dry ice and 99% alcohol, because during the pandemic when we were freeze branding, you couldn't get 99% alcohol. So this is the freeze branding concoction that we use now, is methanol and dry ice. I'm gonna take a peek in here. I got my dry ice in there. It absorbs, so I need to add more methanol now. So this is what happens. You create a Halloween effect.
It does look like Halloween. Science!
Science! So we're gonna get a lot of methanol in there. We want it to be just a little runny, so it's in, the irons are in fluid.
This makes it colder?
Yes. It's a reaction between the methanol and the dry ice that creates essentially liquid nitrogen.
Didn't you use liquid nitrogen 1 year?
Yeah, and we didn't have it.
Expensive?
It's expensive. We didn't have very good luck. So I'm just letting this stuff cool, checking it periodically here to get the irons to the right temp. I got a little dry ice left. I got plenty of methanol. And then this is just inside here, there's a stainless steel super cooler. So it's a custom made stainless steel insert surrounded by, what, Jack, 2 inches of foam? 2 inches of insulation, and then plywood. And basically made our own little homemade freeze branding box. And I just throw this horse blanket over the top to kind of keep the lid where the most energy can get out, covered for the time being while it cools. And then we'll check it again and make sure that is, the irons need to be white, frosty white coming up the handles. So usually I got plenty of ice in there, but usually you got to keep adding the methanol because the ice absorbs it. There should just be like a slush, like a margarita. And then we got our clipper. And then our 99% alcohol. So what I'll do is I'll clip the hide where the freeze brand goes. Then I'll wash it. There's a squirt bottle with 99% alcohol. Clean the hide off real good. Scrub the hair. Get every debris off there. Get the dirt out of the hair so it's a nice flat, like the back of your neck when you get a fresh haircut, it'll be nice and smooth. And then from there we'll apply the freeze brand. 99% alcohol is the trick. You can't have anything less. It also helps the brand stick to the hide when you're doing it. So usually at about, we hold the brand on there for, they always say 60 seconds, but I've never had any problem going as long as 80 or 90 seconds. I'd rather have it just a hair longer. They say you can burn them like a hot brand, but I've never seen that. I think that's maybe if you're using liquid nitrogen and you're in the perfect environment and it's about as sound as can be, but.
So why do you freeze brand versus hot brand?
We freeze brand versus hot brand for the simple fact that we get busy in the springtime, so once it's time to go, it's get the pastures ready, haul the cows out, get the job done. Right now we have a little bit of time here in March and April where, if you look out that door, there's almost a 12-foot drift that we got time to do this. We're indoors. It's a 30 some odd degree day today.
But you're not putting an actual brand on, you're just putting their numbers.
Yep, so all the freeze branding is doing is it's turning the hair follicle white. So you're not actually burning the hide and creating that brand. All it's doing is you're freezing the hair follicle so it'll always come back white. I don't know if it's more humane or less humane than hot branding. I guess I've never been froze brand or hot branded, but I find it's a lot easier. I mean, it's cold right away, right? For the first 30, 40 seconds, they're jumping a little bit because it's hot, it's cold, but then after that, they stand completely still. It's numb, and it just shows up with a nice clean number. You can look at these cattle a quarter mile away on a hot summer day, and as they grow, the number will grow with their body. They're only a year old and change now, and they'll grow that white number, and it'll be like a billboard. You can see 278, and it's clear as can be. So
in North Dakota, we're not a branding state, so we're not required to brand. Some states you have to brand.
And North Dakota just approved freeze branding to be recognized. So now if you have, we have the reverse HR for our horses. We own the rights to that brand. But with the cattle, that was never recognized. If you freeze brand cattle with any symbol letter you wanted, and it wouldn't matter. It was just a white speck on their body. Now they recognize that, so now you have to get the brand release and certificate and the rights to that brand for freeze branding if you want to have a freeze brand on a cattle. We're just putting numbers, so that doesn't matter. We're just using, if their ear tag falls out, there, we got 278 or you know, these numbers will be 28 and 21. It's our 22 crop. Start designing it and hopefully it gets approved.
I think we should have one.
No, it takes a little time.
Because what if someone stole our cows?
Then they can have them.
No, they can't.
Then they can deal with them. They can feed them. Yeah, no, we're in flatland country. We're in the River Valley. Every pasture is basically in our backyard and no corrals, so to load them up, they're going to have a hell of a time. I'll put it that way. And then we're also given this pre-breeding shot. It's just rotavirus, you know, basically protects everything you see on there. This is Bova Shield Gold, FP, VL5. It's just one round of shots for them. We'll give a booster right before they get bred and protects against any calving issues when they're developing a baby on their first time around. So since these are replacement heifers. But yeah, got our Oster clipper.
So how long?
Curry comb, ready to roll.
How long do you have to wait now?
Well, we'll check this again here, and then we'll weigh them as well when they come through. But I'm just going to check this dry ice, and we'll see how it's looking. You can see the bottom. Oh, that's mud, but we got a little fluid in that one. You want to bury these irons in there good. This one here has got quite a bit of ice in it in the first chamber. These ones do. I want to maybe add a little bit more ice to some of these. I'm nervous about not having enough ice by the time Kelvin gets here.
Jack might have to be your camera.
Jack might have to go get more dry ice. All right, do you want to open up that lid?
You don't have much left to hold.
No, that's it. Well, you lose 10 pounds. They say you lose 5 to 10 pounds depending on the outside temperature every 24 hours. So that's the kicker.
It's cold as heck out.
Right, doesn't matter the temp. You want to open the lid? Close it.
Clint weighed our butcher steers this morning, and we were a little disappointed with how they didn't weigh up, but it's been really cold here, and you just can't put on the pounds like we usually can when it's this cold. So we have like, what, a month, 45 days until we butcher? 52 days until we butcher, so hopefully we can pack on the pounds as it gets nicer. We have 10 butcher steers, and yeah, we'd like them to be a little bigger.
Save every little pellet I can keep. Should I touch my skin?
Yeah, put it on your tongue. What will it do?
You can't hold on to this stuff, Ellie.
Is it that cold?
Yeah.
Let me touch it. Oh no, don't open it.
You want to take your bare skin and touch it?
No, don't open it.
Yeah, this is all we got left. I need this to kind of stir the pot later on as we start to get low. The nice thing is if you got too much ice in one cell and not the furthest one over, it's a super cooler, so it's creating a cold environment altogether. It's just a matter of having it, you know. I've seen freeze branding boxes where it's basically just a big open cooler, like a cooler chest, and they just pop holes in the top with like a rubber seal, like it opens up and pops through, you know. Mm-hmm. And there's no cells. That's the cool thing about this. We have a friend that works with stainless steel, and he cuts metal and does designs like this stuff. So it's really good for keeping beer. I'll tell you that much. You don't forget about that Yeti, man. You put ice in this thing and you get it cold. It'll keep it cold all day. Elma didn't know what to think of that. Sitting back there, squeezing. Start with the clipper, Margie?
Is that the alcohol?
Yeah. And I got a couple rinses. I got plenty left. Cold irons. Right through the hip.
Are you counting? Yeah. What? Margot? What do you think, Margot? Yeah. See, there's a cow right there.
Margo, what's cow say? What's cow say?
What does the puppy say?
What does Horsey say?
See those twos, Riley?
Let's get a close up.
How do they look?
Look good.
I think we need 2 cc. Oh, we don't for her. That's right, Peanut. Hi, Margie. All right, watch out. Let Mom out.